P and then a ZVZ on top. So we just have
Uh-huh.
some, you know, a little bit of something, a little bit of some deviation.
Little something something. Ready, ready.
Yeah,
Because we have
like
been
that
doing
girlfriend that
obviously
loves passion.
right? I'd be like, uh-oh. Never give a
She's
little,
good
because
as
then they're
bad
gonna ask for
passion.
the mile, DrennoC.
Good publicity and bad publicity is publicity.
Oh, for sure. Who was that again? It's like, any publicity
Bad
is
publicity,
publicity.
yeah. Bad publicity, good passion, bad passion. It's all passion.
Any passion is still passion, right? Even if you're passionate for the wrong things. But ain't nothing wrong with this series here, because we got two wonderful players representing North America at the moment. But one side of it, it is going to be the flip side tactic representative, JonSnow.
And his opponent, in the bottom left-hand corner, the red Protoss player from Storm Gaming. He may be the foreign hope and the hope of all Protosses. It is PiLiPiLi, the #1 Kazakhstani player, TM.
Look at that. He also won a championship, a tournament. Look at that trophy.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was custom designed for him, man. Like, matches his Nexus and everything.
By the way, PiLiPiLi was 3rd place in Season 3, and JonSnow was 4th place in Season 3, so a little bit of some angst between these two fellows trying to prove themselves in the rival StarCraft 2 League. I believe that's correct, right? Or my bad, I read 3rd place, yeah, 3rd place Season 3 and 4th place Season 3. Maybe it was Season 2. Oh, okay. So, sorry, JonSnow is Season 2, right?
I have
Reverse
no
it?
idea.
Okay, PiLiPiLi was Season 2. Whatever, they were in the
I hear
finals!
voices in my head. They tell me.
Yeah, Hawkeye is correcting me. They're in the finals of Season 2, and one was in the finals of Season 3. Whatever it is, these are all finalists, so yeah, we'll see what happens right here. This is the map, though, where we saw Bly versus Strange just kind of get up into the face of the Protoss and say, hey, lurkers, screw you. So,
Yes.
like, we're probably going to see that again.
I wonder, right? Like, we didn't even see JonSnow really get to do much in the sense of like what his main plan was, right? Like, was he gonna go for the lurker den after that kind of switch out or the fake out with the mutas? I didn't even get to see what it was that he wanted to do. It looked like he did want to go into a ground-based army for sure, but
Which, in
it didn't work
CVP, are
out.
almost always going lurkers, so that's pretty much
Yeah.
your goal. It's Roach Ravager or Mass 1/1 Ling into lurker. It's always
Yeah.
just something into lurker versus Protoss.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be a ground army is what he was going for. We'll see, though. Hopefully this time JonSnow won't split up himself as much, but maybe last
Yeah.
game was a super elaborate mind game. And again, this Overlord of JonSnow, just for everyone watching, Alrena, as Zerg, you can always get a scout onto the Protoss.
Oh yeah, you should be able to, right? Unless you're really crafty at hiding stuff and you put it on like the opposite side of the map, but you know,
proxy your entire base. You actually
Just-
like focus down your base with your probes once you get 400 and just
it's like, where the hell did he go? I didn't know.
that'd be great. Like just like at the 5-minute mark on the top right, it says your opponent's being shown or something.
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
didn't
You're
do
like,
anything.
what?
You didn't even do
You
anything
didn't
in
do
the whole
anything.
game. You're like, what the hell is going on right now? Yeah.
Kind of want to play a whole bunch of ladder games just to freak people out. Just like pull all my probes and throw them to like the top right and don't do anything right off the bat, just so someone can like come in with the Reaper and be like, "What the crap?"
This guy got nothing to kill.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Just like, okay, I guess.
I pull back and think that he's like proxying. He's like 5-raxing me or like 5-gating me or something. 4-gate.
Some
Actually,
craziness. But I think a big thing you have to note of last game is that PiLiPiLi, this setup was so good. He played this kind of greedy tech style, didn't get like have to deal with any early aggression, and then he hit when everything just was together. All the upgrades, the +2, the charge, and the tech. So that was really nice, and it ended up working out, right? JonSnow tried to do some kind of mind game, and it just didn't work out for him. So we'll see what he does this game, as he already has that 3rd hatchery once again. He's getting that Roachborn a little bit earlier. Did he get speed?
We'll be getting.
Yeah, he did. He did. Okay, good.
He does have speed for these lings, so he will be able to push into this base. It's a nice wall, though, for PiLiPiLi, and we're seeing more and more walls for Protoss to just be with the map architecture and kind of going along. And obviously have the gas there, too, a part of this wall, but, you know, we'll see. For JonSnow on the other side, he's got a nice Roach Warren. Oh, the lag is real.
Ooh.
Right there. By the way, JonSnow was looking for the 3rd base of PiLiPiLi, and I feel like PiLiPiLi, if he's going to go for Warps next, he's adding on 3 gates. He may very well just go for another Immortal Charge Lot push. He's got Charge in the way, but no Forge. This is the key thing we've been talking about
Oh.
before, Tempo, that you need that Forge. You need that +1 to really make this reliable and a practical push.
Yeah. Well, if he goes for a 2-base one, then it's a little bit more understandable, right? Because of the timing that it would hit at. But like, yeah, you do need that forge in order to be that effective, as we would see last time.
Oh, Kaboosh. You don't Kaboot. Oh, I don't have any
Kaboosh.
lags, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Peely getting the ping, but
Just trash Western servers.
uh-huh. JonSnow. Actually, I wonder if he actually optimized his connection. Because if you go into your, I think it is where is it? Where you connect in? I can't remember.
Options.
In the options, right? You might have to be out of game to do it, perhaps, or
I believe.
yeah,
Nope.
but you can actually
Believing is not
go with
possible. I can't find it.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. By the way, I do find what PiLiPiLi said is true, at least on the West Coast where I am. Connection to Korea is better than a connection to NA.
Oh wow.
It's pretty intense.
Excuse me. Sorry, that statement just made me sick. No, I'm just kidding, but I choked on water.
Oh, man. Oh.
But we did
All right, I'm
6
ready.
additional gateways with a warp prism too. So double immortal as well as charge lot. It's gonna be
The lack of Forge, though, is quite ominous. In all these games, we've always said, okay, he needs +1, he needs +2, he needs something like that to actually be able to be aggressive. For now, though, JonSnow may be able to do something, or sorry, not JonSnow, PiLiPiLi may be able to do something with it. He can get damage done, but again and again, we've seen these late game pushes, and Protoss does not have Forges.
yeah. I think he's just this is what he's kind of banking it on. Just going in and getting as much damage done, maybe even ending the game. But with that Dark Shrine there, it makes me wonder exactly what the plan is, right?
Oh
It's a
man,
little
the
bit delayed.
lanes! I love this from PiLiPiLi, because PiLiPiLi's like, he won't spot this, and actually the lanes aren't going to spot it.
Did he
He'll
see
end
him?
up with the
Oh,
lanes will go for a counterattack. No, he did not. Neither player saw neither player.
yeah, he didn't see it. Notice it that there's not a third though. So JonSnow not going to get too crazy. Stopping at 48 drones, very important to note. And he's just going to take a very defensive posture with the double spine crawler, the roaches and the ravagers. Is it
Yeah,
going to be it?
Oh man, charge engaging and pushing right into that. The Immortals were not hit by any corrosive biles. All the corrosive biles are whipped in. When you rely enough Ravager, maybe the Ravager shot can do something right there, tripping one of the armors on PiLiPiLi's Immortals, and now we see JonSnow in a nice position between the extractor and that left hand in the right hand wall right there. He will be able to push this off, and still the Zealots though really doing a lot more damage than PiLiPiLi wanted them to. My bad, JonSnow wanted them to.
Yeah, they did a lot of work, but he did lose his Immortals, which... no, he put them into the Warp Prism, so he does still have them. So he's only really lost, I would say, Zealots for the most part. But it is very important that he does significant damage to DTs.
The Warp Prism so close to going down, but now the DTs are going to focus down the natural base, and there's a Spore Crawler coming up, but it's still multiple seconds away, but the Corrosive Bile, oh, beautiful.
Does take one out.
From JonSnow, trying to save the base, and that has Burrow, actually, too. Burrow is denied, as you can see with Game Hard on the right-hand side. 30 workers in the main, all the drones being pulled up into that.
This is so good.
Now JonSnow, does he even have Lair? He doesn't have any Overseers. It's all on the Spores.
It's only going to be up to the Spores, and the thing is, yeah, he was able to get a follow-up attack with the DTs, but they need to do some work as well, and, I mean, 7 workers killed. I think it's pretty good that he got the hatchery and all, but it doesn't look like he really disrupted the economy as much as he would have liked to. But I guess these Immortals have something else to say about that.
Mortals getting damage done. How many workers has JonSnow lost? Lost total of 7. Off the bat, PiLiPiLi is just mounting up and preparing for a second attack. He's got more Zealots, he's got 2 more Immortals, and with this Warp Prism has 2 Immortals. That's a 4 Immortal push. That's gonna almost like 4-shot a hatch right there if he wants to snipe another hatch, but desperately JonSnow is trying to get Lair. He knows he needs to actually get some, he needs some vision right here. He's got to get these spores up. Thankfully, there's no more DTs for him, but he doesn't know that. Although PiLiPiLi will be able to get some Archons in. That is a crazy forest at the 8-minute mark. Look at that forest. That is going to decimate things. We'll see, though. JonSnow is posturing for a defense, but is PiLiPiLi's multitasking and multi-pronged attack going to be good enough to break through this?
He is breaking on through. It looks like there are a lot of roaches, though, and just a few ravages for the corrosive biles. And with 4 Immortals, though, that's going to be doing a lot of DPS to the Roaches. The Zealots are acting as a buffer, trapping a lot of these units here in that little weird pillar location. But on the left side, those Roaches are left uncontested. Is the target fire going to be good enough? Because the drones are being pulled off the line, DrennoC, with the Warp Prism Micro, and a lot of these Zealots warping in. Even an Archon just popping in like, what's up? They're going to be able to push on in, and I think is going to be able to actually push on through. PiLiPiLi, the Protoss hope. The Protoss hope!
PiLiPiLi! 2-0, the first Protoss, and that means currently, what are we, 6-2 ZVP in total? But yeah, 2-0 in this current matchup. PiLiPiLi versus JonSnow, only 1 game away. Matches 1 and 2, Namshar versus Creature, and then Bly versus Strange were both 3-0 too, so these all may be 3-0s.
Indeed, man. I know, right from the opposite side of things. PiLiPiLi, man. Some very, very well thought out attacks. It's pretty good. I don't know what to say. I really like it though. The really well thought out kind of attacks that he's been doing, playing to the player that really likes to use a lot of roaches. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, Mr. Pili, sir.
We've seen the progression of Protoss all-ins, even though I don't want to say anything bad about Creature because he's watching and I don't want to kick him while he's down, but Creature with the all-ins earlier on, not quite being able to do him well. Then Strange comes along and is like, yeah, +1. I'm going to throw some charge in there. Let's do this. Doesn't quite make it happen, but now PiLiPiLi with the charge, not even with +1 technically, but with the charge, with the Immortals, really perfecting the Protoss all-in and having a much more thought-out all-in, and was able to work. Maybe it was, I wouldn't even say all-in, but just timing attack. Big 2-base timing attack.
Yeah, that was a very multi-staged one too. Like, I think JonSnow thought it was all